Hello guys, it is Shivam here. Welcome to part 8 where we are developing the e-commerce app. You can also say a online shopping app from scratch with admin panel using Flutter and Firebase. On this series, we'll cover setting up Firebase as a backend, user authentication, order tracking, payment processing, and many more. So do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any of the upcoming videos we upload on this series. Now let's get started. So our today's video is extra special because we are going to announce our first giveaway on this channel. So we have teamed up with FoneTool to bring you an awesome opportunity to win some amazing prizes. Stick around until the end of the video to find out how you can participate on the giveaway and get your cool stuff. So, in our last part, I have shown you how to sign up in the app with a email authentication. But in today's video, I will first make the user to save the data locally by using the shared preference. I'm going to use the shared preference because here, as you can see, there is a name, email, ID and the image. So by saving this name, email, ID, image locally in the Flutter app, I can use this detail again and again in the Flutter app. I don't need to call this detail from the server and get this detail on the Flutter app. So this will save my lots of time and it will just take a few seconds to call this data locally by using the shared preference. After creating the data, after saving the data locally by using the shared preference, I am going to use a admin panel so that I can add the products and that products will be shown in the Flutter app, in the user side of the app and the admin panel where we can see all the orders related to the user have bought the products from the user app. So first I'm going to save the data locally by using the shared preference. So let's move to the perspec.yaml file and we need to add the package name shared preference over here. So let's move to the perf dev. Now after moving to the perf dev, I will simply write here shared preferences and will search this package and here you can see a shared preference package. Now move to the installing and we'll copy the package name shared preferences from here and we'll paste it over here. Now run the package and if you are facing a version error again, you can simply remove the version from the package and it will automatically take a specific version according to his choice. So here you can see after removing the version we can successfully run the package over here. Now let's move to the services and here we'll create a new file name which will be shared pref.dart and here we'll save all the code regarding the shared preferences. So first I'm going to create a class name which will be shared preference helper. So I will write shared preference helper. I think so spelling is correct. Yeah, renc. Yeah. Now I will write static and here I will write a string and we are going to first save the user key, ID key. So I will simply write user ID key is equals to user key. So we'll write user key. Now we need some more string to save the name, email and the image. So first I'm going to save the name. So I will write username key and will simply write name over here and we are going to save the user email. So I will write email key and will write email. Yeah. Now we need to save a image. So I will write image key and will simply write image over here. So first we are going to save the user ID, username, user email and the image. So let's move and we'll create some function that will be called when we need to pass the respective name, ID and the key. So I will simply write future and will write bool and will pass the function name which will be save user ID. So if you have followed my other series like chat app, to do app, food delivery app, then you already know the use of shared preferences because we have already used all this function in our last series. So if you are a new user, don't need to worry. I will teach you how to use a shared preference on this app too, but by following that older series, you can get to know lots about the Flutter and the Firebase. So first I will pass a string and the in the string will pass a user ID. So I will simply write get user ID and will write async shared preference. So I will write shared preference says dot not dot prefs equals to await shared preference shared preference helper not helper shared preferences dot get instance. Yeah, now we need to return and we'll save the string, so I will simply write shared prefs dot set string and we'll set a string which will be the user id key, not email key, user id key, and the value, and we need to pass a value which will be the get user id. Yeah, so we have saved not saved, so we have created a function name save user id where we are going to save the user id which is a unique id that I have shown you in the last part, where the user need a unique id to sign up in the app. So here we are going to save the user id. Now let me create some more function to save the name, email, and the image. So we have wrote a complete function to save the data locally, which is save user ID, save username, email, and the image. Now after saving the data, I need to get the data from the shared preference. So for that, we need to create some function like future string and we'll simply write get user ID. By calling this function, I can simply get the user ID that I have saved here. So I will write get user ID and will simply write async, and again a same case that we have wrote above, and I will simply copy and paste it over here. Now in this function get user ID, I will return a pref, and we use a set string because we are saving the data. Now we need to get the string, so we'll simply write get string and we'll pass a user id key. So here you can see that it is a very simple function to get the user id from the shared preference. Now let me create three more functions for the name, email, and the image. So we have wrote a complete function for the shared preference. Now we can simply save the data locally. So let's move to the signup.dart page, and where we are saving the data in the Firestore, I will simply move here and will simply save the data one by one. So I will simply write await shared preferences helper dot save user email, and the email I will simply write mail controller dot text, and I will write await shared preference helper dot save user ID and will pass a unique user ID, and will again write await shared preference helper. Now we need to save a username, so I will write simply username and will write name controller dot text. So after that we need to save a user image, shared preference helper dot save user image, and in the image I'm going to save this http link and will simply paste it over here. So here it is done, and we can now easily get the data from the shared preference because we have saved all the data one by one by calling the respective functions. Now let's move and we'll create a UI for the admin login page, because in the admin login page I will pass the unique username and the password, and by that username and the password the user, I mean the admin, can directly move to the admin panel. So the login, I mean the admin login page will be remain same, just like a sign up page. There will be a image, the text, and we'll simply change the text sign up to admin panel, and we'll simply pass a username and the password and the login button. So let's move and we'll move to the leaf folder and we'll create a new folder name which will be the admin. So I will write admin. Yeah, now in the admin folder I will create a new file which will be admin login.dart, and we'll first import the package by using material.dart, and we'll pass a stateful widget which will be named admin login. So I will write admin login. Yeah, now let's move to the sign up page, because writing the code again and again it will take lots of time. So I will simply move and will copy the complete code for the sign up page and will paste it over here in the admin login page. Now let me do some of the changes, because we don't need all the things that we have wrote in the sign up page. So first I will remove a form widget from here, and we need to change the text from sign up to admin panel. So I will simply write admin panel, and we can remove this text too, and like this we can change the name to username. We can call the app widget class. Now we don't need a validator, so we'll simply remove. Now we need a text editing controller so that we can handle a text that the admin enter on the respective text field. So I will simply write username controller equals to new text editing controller, and we'll do same for the password. And we'll pass a controller which will be the username controller, and we need to remove a text email, and the password will remain same. We need to also remove a validator from here, and we'll write user password controller. We can remove our function here. Yeah, we don't need. We'll simply change the text of our button to log in, and we can remove a row. So here it is done, and you have seen that we have saved our lot of time by simply copying the code from the sign up page, and we have made some few changes. So let me call a admin login page. So let's move to the main.dart file and we'll simply write admin login. So here you can see the admin panel, I mean the admin login page, and here the user will enter a unique username and the password. So let's move, and in the hint text I will simply change to username. Yeah, and we'll create a function named login admin which will be called when the admin will press this login button while entering the username and the password which will be unique. So here first I will write a function name which will be login admin. So I will simply write login admin, and here I will write Firebase Firestore dot instance dot collection. I think so. Wait a second. I'll make a mistake. Login admin. Yeah. Now we can write Firebase Firestore dot instance dot collection, and here in the collection let's move to the Firebase first, and in the Cloud Firestore I will start a collection which will be the admin, and here we are going to store a unique username and the password. So the username will be the Peter, and the password will be 123456. 123456. Yeah. Now click on save. So here you can see the admin collection with a random document ID, and here you can see the field name which is password, and this is string 123456, and same for the username. So here our collection name will be admin, so I will simply write admin over here. Now we'll write dot get, and dot, after getting the data I need to call the data, so I will write snapshot. And the reason for writing the snapshot is because I want to move to this respective document and want to get this field detail, so that's why I have used a snapshot over here. Now I will write snapshot dot data dot docs, not data, dot docs dot for each, and we need our document detail, so I will simply write result. Now in the result I want to get a, wait a second, we need to remove a element over here, and we need to remove a curly braces. Yeah, something like this. Now in the for result I will check if result dot data dot, and will move to the user name, and should not be equals to user name controller dot text dot trim. Now many of the new viewers might be thinking that why I've used a dot trim here. Basically, for an example, if our username is Peter, and I will write Peter, and I simply give a space, and I wrote a password. Now I simply type, now I'll simply click in the login button, then I can't log in, because if you don't use dot trim here, then it will show a mismatch in the data that have been stored in the Firestore and the data that you have wrote in the Flutter app, because of just a space, and the admin will think that I have entered a correct username and the password, but still I can't log in the admin panel. So to remove a unnecessary spacing, we use a dot trim over here. So now you get to know the reason of dot trim after the username controller. Now here I wrote a case like if the username that the admin enter over here mismatch with a username that we have stored in the Firestore, then we'll simply show that your ID is not correct by using a snack bar. So let's move to the signup.dart file again, and to save the time we just need to copy and paste the code. So I will simply move and will copy the code from here, which will be the snack bar. Yeah, something like this, and we'll move to the admin login page and we'll paste it over here, and we'll simply change the text that your ID is not correct, your ID is not correct. Yeah, and we need also a else if case. Yeah, now we'll simply write else if, and in the else if case, if this statement is not true, it will simply move to the else if, and will pass result dot data dot, not dot, password, which is our second field name. So we'll simply write password, and here I will write if it not match with a password dot trim, then we'll again copy the snack bar and we'll paste it over here, and we'll simply show your password is not correct. Yeah, so we have wrote this. If case is not true, then it will move to the else if. So if both the case will be false, then it will simply move to the last case, which will be the else. Wait a second. Yeah, else. Yeah, else, and we'll write navigator dot push dot push material page route, and will simply push the user to the home admin, where the admin can do a lots of functionality in the admin panel. Like in this series I'm thinking to add some more functionality in the admin panel, like you can also add a product to a respective category. You can see all the orders that the user have buy from the user app. They can also manage the user, like they can remove the user from the Flutter app, and like they can manage a complete app from the admin panel. So we need to create a home admin page over here. So I will simply write home admin dot, and first we'll again import the material dot package, and we'll create a stateful widget name which will be the home admin. So I will write stateful widget home admin. Yeah, now we'll simply call this package which will be the home admin. Yeah, so here you can see that. Now let's test this case. So I will simply hot restart the app. Now I will write Peter and the password 123456. Now I click to the login button. The mistake that I do again and again, I have forgot to call the login function in the login button. There is nothing function written in the login button, and I tried to press a login button and I'm thinking that why admin panel is not working. I think so I have a good record in like making a mistake and making the app, but by a mistake you learn lots of things, so don't regret after making a mistake. And here I will enter the username Peter again and the password 123456. Now click to the login button, and we have directly moved to the home admin page. So here you can see that our login with admin, I mean the admin login page is working brilliantly, and we can simply allow the admin to log in the app and directly move to the admin panel. And that's a wrap for today. But before you go, I have exciting news to share. We are launching our first giveaway thanks to FoneTool. Basically, FoneTool is an iPhone management software allowing you quickly transfer iOS and backup iPhone to PC for safety. It has data eraser, photo deduplication, HEIC converter, WhatsApp management, iCloud manager, and many more. So in fact, I have put together a video demonstration as what you really get on this giveaway, where we are showcasing the main features and functionality of FoneTool. You can find the link in the description box. Like you can back up iPhone fully or selectively to avoid data loss. You can safely restore backup files without data erasing. You can easily transfer iPhone data 3 ways with super fast speed. Also, there are lots of functionality in FoneTool. Now to access all these features, you will need a license code. So FoneTool has decided to give 5 license code to our 5 lucky winners in this giveaway, and the validity of this code will be of 1 year. The most important thing to participate on this giveaway, you just need to be a subscriber of this channel. So do not forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and secondly, you have to follow my Instagram ID. You can find the link in the description box, because we will be choosing a 5 random subscriber, and then we will DM them a license code on their Insta ID. We will announcing the 5 giveaway winners on 12th May Sunday. So do not forget to follow these steps, and let's make this giveaway one to remember. Good luck to each and every one of you, and as always, thank you for your incredible support. Until then, keep coding, keep having fun. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.